Well, if we talk about the general state of relations of Belarus with the GCC, of course we have very good relations with all the countries of the region. I am personally responsible for UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Bahrain. But of course the most multifaceted, most developed ties we have with the United Arab Emirates. And this year we are going to celebrate 30 years since establishing diplomatic relations between our countries. And 30 years, this is the period when some conclusions could be drawn. And if we look back at what happened for those 30 years, we can be sure that the choice of our leaders and the choice of our nations towards the close interaction was absolutely justified, and we have developed a very good political dialogue. Of course, political dialogue, because our president was several times in the United Arab Emirates, and in 2019 we have welcomed His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed in Belarus. At that time he was the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, now the president. And but moreover, we have very good trade and economic relations. Of course, we'd like it to be better. And but the most important, we have built a very strong, good relationship between the people, and the strong confidence of the people of the two countries to each other. This is the most important outcome of those 30 years, I could say. As for the trade and economy, our turnover is more or less stable. For last 3-5 years, it's around 80, 90, $100 million, this turnover, and dominated by Belarus exports. Of course, we sell here more than we buy from you. And of course, this we cannot compare that with such countries like China, India, Pakistan, with whom you have a much greater turnover, but we are not economic giant. We are a middle-sized European country, and for us it's quite noble figures. As for the tourism, there is no need to say that the United Arab Emirates is a touristic mecca, for a touristic destination for many in the world, including for Belarusian, and they are coming here, and I think for 2021 the inflow of Belarus tourists to the Emirates was around 32,000 people who came to see the country. But the good thing for us, I mean for me as ambassador, is that the citizens and the residents of the United Arab Emirates, they are going to Belarus now. They are discovering the country for themselves. We are not well known here, but from year to year the touristic flow is growing up. What we did, we removed all the visa barriers. There is a visa-free regime. So the citizens of the United Arab Emirates, and they can go to Belarus with no need for visa, and the Belarusians, they could come here, no need for visa up to 30 days. Also, we now, I think, national Belarus company Belavia, they fly every day to Sharjah, and they fly Dubai starting from, I think, this Saturday. They start to fly to Minsk from Dubai 7 times a week also. I mean the daily flight. So we'll have 2 flights a day between our countries. This is also let's say a good opportunity. I mean a good framework for the citizens of both countries to visit each other. In Belarus, you can find not only the like the monuments, the sightseeing, but you can visit the lakes and forest, because the nature is very, very different from the Emirate one. There is a hunting tourism, because there are a lot of hunters in the Emirates. I know many of them. There is agricultural tourism. You could go and even live in the campaign, not in the city landscape. There is medical tourism, because the medical services are very much accessible in Belarus, and you can combine your rest and your medical treatment. There are kind of spas or sanatoriums located in the rural area that you could stay like for 2-3 weeks and receiving the treatment, enjoying the fresh air. If it's a good time, summertime, you can go and collect the mushrooms or anything, or hunting. It's up to you. So we hope that more and more tourists from the Emirates and the GCC region will come to Belarus. Yeah. To be honest, we are in the very beginning of that way, that cooperation. Of course, we know that the Emirates, the regional leader, and in some points the world leader in combating climate changes, in building up non-carbon economy, in diversifying the energy sources, because you have not only one of the largest oil producers, but you have nuclear power plant, you have the renewable source of energy. Your economy is quite diversified, I mean, from the energy point of view. We are not at that stage, but we hope to cooperate together with the United Arab Emirates to make necessary steps. And I know that next year the Emirates will be hosting the COP28 Conference of the Party of the Climate Change Convention of the United Nations. Yeah, and my country has already received the invitation to be present there at the high level, so we hope it will take place, and maybe some joint initiatives together with the Emirati partners will be realized. You're most welcome. I would like also to tell maybe one interesting thing about the investment cooperation. Yeah, because last year, United Arab Emirates were the 4th largest investor in Belarus. It's very important for us that last year we started maybe the biggest Arab project in Belarus, which is being realized by MR Properties with Mohammed Al-Abar, and the amount of the project, it's more than $4 billion for us. It's the largest Arab investment. It will be done, I think, within 15 years, and by the end of this project we will have a smart city within a city. It will be maybe the most updated district in the Eastern Europe, with the University of Artificial Intelligence, with the expo site, with the residential buildings, and many other places. I hope it will be a pearl, and many other Emirati and Arab investors will come. Hope to see them there.